Well, hey everybody, welcome back. All right, well, I hope you guys are as excited as I am because this just might turn out to be a fantastic Saturday. So let me tell you a little bit about it. Okay, so for the last, 4 or 5 weeks, we've explored the newspaper mine. Then we explored the architecture mine. And throughout that process, when I've had my drones up in the air, I was able to fly them around and get a better look at what exists on the other side of this big hill over here. Now, what we've got up here is what I believe to be another ginormous mine. And the reason I believe that is because the waste rock pile up there it's just as big, if not bigger, than the other two sites. And the workings, the open stopes coming up and out, are twice as large. I mean, we're talking from tip to tip, 800 to 1,000 yards. Holy cow, can you imagine what the workings must be like down on the lower levels? So what we're gonna have to do today in order to get to this one is I've got to hike up there because the road is long gone. And I got a capable Jeep, but it's not capable enough to be able to climb that thing. So I'm gonna climb to the top of this hill. Once we get to the top of the hill, it's gonna offer a perfect line of sight for the drone so that we can fly the drone down into the bottom of that small valley and get a really close look at where maybe the adits or portals are, as well as all of the workings stretching across both hills. So with that, I want to show you something real quick. This right here is my clamshell case for that drone. It's an awesome case made by GPC, Go Professional Cases. I love it. It's got a watertight seal. It's perfect. It's rough and tumble, throw it in a Jeep and head down the road. But for situations like this, where I gotta climb up the side of a hill, I got one of these right here. And you guys helped me get this. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Most often, the money that you guys put into the channel's tip jar, that generally goes for fuel expenses. And I really, really appreciate that because it helps me out a lot. But from time to time, I dip into the tip jar to make a purchase for the channel, and that's what this is right here. So this backpack fits all of the drones and all the various components. It's nice and lightweight. I can just sling it over my shoulder and head up the hill. So guys, thank you so much. The channel needed this, and I really appreciate your financial support. That really helps out a lot. All right, guys, this is gonna be a fun day. I have no idea what we're gonna find. So one of two things are either gonna happen. We're either gonna go for a really nice hike, or we're gonna get up to this mine and find something absolutely spectacular. All right, guys, let's get started. All right, guys, made it. Top of the mountain here. Now, to truly appreciate where we're going, let me first show you guys where we came from, okay? All right, let's get down here in the bottom. This is the hill that I just got done climbing up. So I want to go back down here to where old Bob is and show you guys just how difficult it is for me to get to this location, right? Okay, so now some of you have been wondering, hey, Gly, how come your voice sounds so much different when you're doing, actually, I'm not doing voiceover work. I'm actually talking to you guys in real time as I'm flying the drone. But because sometimes there's RF interference, radio frequency interference, it works its way through the microphone and into the recorder. I have to go in and post and clean up the sound a little bit so that you guys don't hear that interference. I clean it up the best that I can, so you don't have to listen to all that buzzing and all those crazy noises. Okay, so here's where we started out. There's old Bob, and this is the direction of travel right here. Now, as I was saying earlier, off to the right over there, the road used to go up that wash, but now it's all washed out. And I don't want to risk, cutting a tire on a sharp rock up in there. It's just not worth it. So I just hiked right up the side of the hill to what you see Right now, it took me I did pretty good this morning. I did it in just under an hour to get to right here. Okay, and right there. All right, who's that good-looking gentleman? All right, now, so let's stop for just a second right here. Now look off in the distance over there. You guys all recognize that, don't you? Yep, that's the architecture mine. That's the last big site that we documented. Off to this direction over here, on the other side of that hill, right, probably more like right over there on the other side, that's where the newspaper mine is. Okay, now rotating all the way around here, down there, right down there, that's where we're going today. But before we head down to where those two big piles are, I want to show you the size of the workings of this mine. So let's do that next. Okay, let's go to the top of the hill. All right, top of the hill. And we're going to get off this direction and go all the way over here. You see that road down there? That's where I have been doing all of my drone work, sitting right down there, center screen, over the last I don't know what, 3-4 weeks. And so when I could get my fancy drone, the one that can go real high altitude, that's when I noticed this right here. Look at these workings. All right, let's get a closer look. So we're going to fly the whole darn thing so that you guys can get an appreciation for just how big this site is. Look at that. See, we can already see the stalls in there. We're going to fly the entire ore body. This is the whole open stope. And then we're going to go down the hill. Now off to my left over there, there might be an adit right there or another way in. We'll look at that on the way back. But right now we're just going to fly this whole thing. Going down, down, down. You can still see all the workings. And now we're going to come into the waste rock pile. Now before we start looking for the adits into all these workings, let's just keep flying the drone. Because see, it goes back up this hill. And off this direction. Look at that. And it got to about right here. So let's turn around. Oh. Okay, give me just a second, guys. All right, give me a second, guys. I got to replace the battery, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. Wow, that battery didn't last very long. That one obviously did not have a full charge. And I'm darn sure I put that on the charger. But that's okay, we got a full one now. I think we can finish up what we were doing. All right, now we need to look at this coming from this angle here. Okay, now we're on the southeast side of the stope. Where I just showed you. Now before we start searching for those adits, let's go back this direction. We're going to fly the stope again. Because now these down here, they don't look like anything that we can get into. But let's slow down here. Slow down there, puppy. Okay. But maybe this one, or which one did I see? No, it wasn't this one. It was this one. If we got time, I want to come take a closer look at this. See, I wasn't able to look at this from this angle the last time I had my drones up here. That looks really super cool. And now take a look at this. That looks like a possible way in right there too. So we got two up on the side of the hill that we could potentially get into. Okay, now turning around, let's go try to find our main haulage at it. So let's get back down in the bottom here. Let me show you some of the old ruins that are down in here. Right here. So we had a building, there's a rock wall right there. There was some sort of a building here at one time. Yeah, this is probably where the foreman lived, right here. It's interesting to see that there's this old wooden chute laying right there. I thought I saw something right over here. Let's go get a better look. Was this something? Maybe just a prospect. Let's go take a closer look since we're right here. That's possible. Yep, since we're down there, we'll get a closer look at that. Okay, let's spin around. Okay, now, you see the two big waste rock piles before us. Do you guys notice something that I'm noticing? Well, the one on the right is definitely been pushed out with a bulldozer. Yep, that's bulldozer. See how they cut the hill? Because they're looking for the ore body. But this big boy here, this one looks like it may have had a trestle running on the top of it. See, I can even see remnants of cross ties. Look down there. Those look like cross ties. I think this is original from the 1920s. So let's, before we look off to the left, let's look off to the right here. Because I think this is it right here. Look at that. Fantastic. All right, it's pretty shadowy in there. Can't see too far, but hopefully it's open. Okay, good. So we know we've got a way to get in on that hill. Question is, do we have a way to get in on this hill? So if you look off to the left, see, they were running it out and going off that direction. So where were they coming out from? Was it over here? Let's look. See, I'm seeing no hidden adits off that direction. Nothing hiding over there. Okay, so they had to have been. They must have been coming out right in here somewhere. That's kind of odd because see here, we're already into the stope. I don't know. I can't see it with the drone. Let's look off this direction. Nothing. All right, turning around here. Let's do one more thing. I don't think it would be up here. That wouldn't really make much sense to me, but I'm seeing some wood on the ground. Let's just fly up here. Maybe it's around the corner, who knows? Never hurts to look, right? I see some tin on the ground there. Okay, let's turn around. All right, let's look back this direction. No. Nothing. So we've got a mystery on how they were able to go underground there. And where all that waste rock came from. You know, it's quite possible, guys, that indeed this waste rock pile that you're looking at before us did come out of the portal right here to the left. Right. Well, now where did it go? Right there at center screen. Yeah, that's possible. Then fast forward, they got in here with a bulldozer, and then they made this other cut. All right, well,
that's it. That's what I wanted to show you. Enough screwing around with the drone. So let me get the drone back over here. I'm going to land it. We're going to hike down the hill. Actually, no, we're not. What we're going to do is, since I'm on this level already, what we're going to do is I'm just going to hike across the hill over here, and we're going to go straight over to that flat spot that you see center screen, and see if we can get into one of those two adits going into the stopes over there, and then we'll work our way downhill and chase after the one in the bottom, okay? All right, guys, that was fun. Yeah, I'm glad I hiked up here and got the drone up in the air. That was a good time. Okay, I'll see you over there.
All right, guys, here I am down in the bottom. And a moment ago, I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I hiked along the side of the hill up there, and I went in to where I thought, you know, where I flew the drone and I showed you that. Okay, turns out totally collapsed. Then I went to the one below, again, totally collapsed. So let me tell you what they were doing. So instead of going in on a low haulage at it right here, I think what they were doing is they were mining out that hill in varying levels. So what they do is they'd go up, then they would go in, stope it all out, okay, finish up with that part, and then go to the next, and then go to the next, and go to the next. But fast forward over all of these years, it has collapsed, and there's nowhere in. You can't get in anymore. I mean, it's just all it is rockfall. So I checked every single one there is between up there and down here, and there's nothing that you can get into. I haven't taken a close look at this yet. We still need to do that. And then, of course, there's the adit right behind the camera, and there's a whole lot of cold air blowing out of there. So I think it's going to go in a ways. All right. Then when we get done here, we'll still head down there in the very, very bottom where the foreman's house was, and get a closer look at that little small prospector adit, whatever it is down there. All right, guys, let's get started. All right, let's start over here first. Now you can see there's our waste rock, and it goes out that way. Now where was it coming from? See, I'm not seeing anything, and it's all collapsed. You know, it's possible it was here at one time. You can see a stall right down there. Let's get over here. Let's get over here real quick and look down over here. We'll just stay on this side of the fence. Okay, that's right. All right, let's look down there. Yeah, there ain't nothing left of that. It's all falling in. We ain't getting in there. Nope. So indeed, there's nothing over here. Let me show it to you there. Maybe there was at one time, not anymore. All right, now let's go back this way. Heading to our portal. This is so cool. I really hope it goes in a ways. We're gonna find out. Oh, what is that? I didn't see that. There's someone's snuffer bottle right there. See that? Yeah, that's for snuffing up gold. It's either that or eye drops. Huh. Still has liquid in it. Well, that's a sign right there. We're not the only people to come out here and explore this. All right. Let me get my lights where we need to be. Come on now. Uh-oh. I got a failure. Failure with the lights. Guys, I'll be right back. All right, guys, back again. This was really weird. I have never, ever had headlamp failure happen to me before. Now, this headlamp up here is 4 years old, and so is the battery pack, but I've got an extra battery pack, in my backpack. I always keep that charged up too. So I swapped everything out, tried it again, and nothing. I did all kinds of different things, swapped out batteries, you name it. I just spent the last 15 minutes trying to get that thing working, and I cannot get it working. So we're just gonna have to explore this using the flashlights on the rig. All right, let's get past the velvet rope here. I've explored with just rig lights before. It's not too big of a deal. Hey, don't fall. That thing just came down on me. Ooh, lots of chilly air coming down on me here. Whew. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Oh, look at that. Look at that shelf over there. Isn't that cool? All right, guys. I gotta navigate my way past these big rocks first here. Oh, gee whiz. Come on now. Okay. Okay. All right, let's see what we have in here. Let's start with our shelf. Big shelf. Yep, probably could have kept some blasting caps in there. Various different things, helmets. All right, it used to go that direction, but now that's all collapsed in. All right, let's turn around. See what we have down here. See where all this cold air is coming from, huh? Yeah. All right, let me look for snakes real quick. Just checking here. This is a perfect spot for them. All right, let's look up in there real fast. So what are we gonna have here? Oh, that was okay. That's what I was smelling. There's a dead deer down in here. Little guy, little fawn. Yep. I thought I was sniffing something that was dead. Okay, it keeps going. Yep, it goes up around the corner here. I gotta get past all this loose rock. All right. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Oh, we got a bit of a, what do we have here? They were starting the winds and they stopped. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, cut and fill. Off to my left. I'm all stooped over, very uncomfortable. Hey, what's this? Oh, that's kind of neat. They built a little thing to go up that way, but it stops right there. Yeah. All right. Hey, let's look up there. Any surprises? No. We got a nice big hanging wall here. Oh, look here, guys. Look up. Up, up, up. Look at that. It goes up and out. Right there. Okay, now let's keep going. What's that? What's left of a magazine? What's on the other side of it? Oh, stay out, stay alive. Okay. Whew. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. I gotta turn that light on my back here. I'll be right back. All right, guys, back again. It's kind of weird not having my headlamp on. I'm not used to that. It also changes the colors and lighting a little bit different, but we'll just have to make do, right? Okay, so up here, they were gonna go that direction too until they backfilled it. Look at all that. Wow. I got some dynamite box remnants. I want to look at that real quick. Now, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier today in my monologue, but I found a geological report on this mine from 1922. High explosives. Yeah, 1922. That's the only piece of documentation I was able to find on this mine. So it'll be neat to find some graffiti to kind of date it, you know what I mean? I see sunlight. There's sunlight above us. And look up there. You can't see it from there, but I can see it through the cracks. Can you see it through the cracks? Let's look here. Probably not, but no, I can see up and out up there. Let's keep going. I'm not seeing any footprints, nothing at all. No one's been in this for a long time, except for Mr. Sniffer Bottle guy. We got an old can on the floor there. That was for track dauber. And looking for graffiti is what I'm looking for. Anything. Let's look up this one. Oh yeah. Yep, working the stope, working the stope. Okay, let's keep going. Coming up to an ore chute. Coming up to an ore chute. Back up. I didn't miss anything, did I? See, now that I don't have my headlamp, it's harder to see the graffiti. All right, we'll look at the backside of that ore chute when we, on the way back out. Now we know that these workings didn't go very far up on the hill over there. What's that? Nothing, just a rock. Yeah, just a rock. Coming to the end, aren't we? That's what I was afraid of. Yeah. Yep. And up here we can see, again, our copper minerals. Oh, there's a beautiful piece right here. Look at this. Look at that. Yeah, I've seen it better though. We have in the past. We've seen nicer, more opalized chunks as compared to that. Well, this is a really weird mine. I can't quite explain it to you guys. What is that up there? I need to go look at that. Why is there... What is this? I don't get it. Did somebody bury something here? No. It's just some like strips of paper. I'll bet that was used, that was for dynamite packing. See all them wiggly little strips? See? Right here? I'll bet that's what it was. Yeah. Oh. Yep, see? That's what I get for not having a headlight. Darn it. I don't know, this mine just feels weird. It's giving off a really weird vibe. Let's look up here. Just looking for graffiti. Maybe it was the dead deer we found coming in. I don't know. Those things happen. You know, mountain lion probably got that little fawn, drug it in here and chomped on it for a while, and left it. Still nothing. Still looking for graffiti. Yeah, every mine I go into, each and every one has a little different vibe to it. Some feel really friendly, others feel like they just want to kill you. This one here feels like it just wants to kill me. Probably because of everything that's leaning on these old boards that are over 100 years old. I don't know. I can't explain it. Okay, working our way this direction. The only graffiti I've been able to spot so far is somebody put a P. At least it looks like a P right there. Yeah, no, I'm not going up into that stope. No. That's just too crumbly, too dangerous. Okay. Let's carefully get past all of this. There we go. I'm just gonna keep the camera on, take you back out of here in case we see something. Look at that. Now the light on my back is doing weird things. What is up with this mine? Now, some of them paranormal people, they say that ghosts kind of mess around with electricity. I don't know. I don't believe in any of that stuff. All right, just looking at our little guy here. Yeah. All right. Let's look up here. We haven't looked up here yet. Oh, big pack rat nest up there. There's some scribblings on that wood. That came from the lumber mill. Okay. Well, short and sweet. Nothing too exciting, but that's to be expected. I mean, we knew that the workings on this side of the hill weren't going to be as large. Okay, 1 second, guys. Let's get out of here without another one big falling coming down on me. Whoa, that one moved. Okay, almost out of here. Okay, there we go. Back outside, safe and sound. All right, next thing we're gonna do, head down there by the foreman shack and poke our heads into that little one down there. I'll see you down there. All right, guys, back down here. We're over here by the foreman shack. That's what the camera is sitting on right now. That prospect was right up there. I just poked my nose in there 20 feet. That's all that it did. That's too bad. I really had high hopes for this one. I thought that, well, I knew that if we could get into the one going to the southeast, that one was going to be short, right? Because you could tell from the drone there wasn't a whole lot of workings that direction, but the one to the northwest, going up along that hillside over there, that was the big boy. But the lower portal, all collapsed. Can't get into it. That's how it goes sometimes, you know. But hey, you know what? We've been knocking it out of the park over the last, goodness gracious, how many weeks now? 3-4 weeks? So I don't feel bad about it one bit. You know, this is what happens. This is part of mine exploring. Some days you just knock it out of the park, and other days, yeah, you get what you have today. Okay, guys, I got to hike back to Old Bob. I'll see you down there. All right, everybody, back to Old Bob, safe and sound. Yeah, I know everybody right now is glancing their eyeballs towards Bucket. I don't know what his problem is. Ever since I went to the hardware store a few weeks ago and bought that hoe so that I could dig out those adits, he won't talk to me. He won't even speak to me. He hasn't said a word for over a week now. I don't know what his problem is. Okay, so what did we find today? Well, we got a good look at that giant stope. Unfortunately, yep, that one's all collapsed in. That's not to say that there can't be maybe a little hidey hole here or there that a person could potentially rope into and get into the bottom. But you'd have to spend a whole heck of a lot more time here trying to find that. I didn't expect that other portal to go in very far, and indeed that's exactly what we found. Didn't go very far, but that's it. Darn it. You know, I guess I can't feel too bad. I mean, each and every week for the last few weeks, gosh, I've just been finding some awesome locations, and that's what I'm going to do right now. So what I'm going to do is, there's another one over here. I'm just going to go recon it, and if it looks good enough to make an episode out of it, then that's what I do. That's what I'll do, and that's what you guys will see next Saturday. Okay, guys. Well, thanks you so much for coming along on another adventure. Like I said in the beginning of today's video, it was either going to turn out to be a nice hike or a really epic mine explore. So it kind of turned out to be a mixture of the two. Again, guys, thank you so much. And I'll see y'all again next Saturday. All right, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.